Hello, happy Friday, and welcome to Passionately Intrigued Arts. This is Tracy. Today I want to use this microfiber um, towel cloth, and it's super soft microfiber cloth, and it's 16 by 24, and I got it from the Dollar Tree. And so I wanted to use this to make, it's cold here in Michigan. We're in our 20s, and of course, it's mandated to wear your mask, but also to be out in the elements. I'm trying to keep them warm. This will cover the nose, ears, and neck. In addition, it will go over the top of your mask, but to help keep you warm if you're out in the elements. So, what I have done is open this up and fold it in half lengthwise. Put the ends together and use my stick pins to hold it together, and then I'm going to sew down this side to enclose it, and then I'll be turning it inside out. Back stitch. And I'll just going along the very edge, trying to keep it as close as I can to the edge, and sewing these two ends together. Always remember to take your pins out so that you don't hit it with your sewing machine needle and break your needle or do some other type of damage to your sewing machine. When you get to the end, make sure you backstitch. Clip your threads at each end. And then turn it inside out or outside in. I thought I got those. Then take this and flatten it as best I can at these sewn edges, at the sewn edge. Just roll that and get it as flat as you can get it. And then instead of using a lint roller, I'm just going to, you can go, if you go this way, you can tell you're going against the grain. You're going rough. You see how it, I don't know if you can see how it stands up on end. This way, to help get the lint off, as opposed to using a lint roller, because using a lint roller on microfiber pulls up some of the fibers along with the lint. So you have little pieces of the cloth sticking up. So just brush it off as best you can, like this. And I got this tip from, oh dear God, Juan. I can't think of his name. Juan on YouTube. Liberty Square. Liberty Graphics. And this is what he does to his microfiber, just to get the lint off. I guess that's good enough. And then I have selected image of my choice, and I printed it out So when you fold this in half, it becomes 8 inches. So it's 8 inches by 24 inches. However, you know, my printer only prints up 13 to 19, and I'm not making 2 images for this. So I stretched out that 19. I set it at 19 and 8, and this is the image that I have. And I'm just going to put it on there evenly on each side. Actually, no. I'm going to take it to my heat press and put a cloth over this and get the moisture out. And then I'll put this on. And I just wanted to remind you, don't forget to cut your tag off before you heat press. And this microfiber is 100% polyester. So don't forget to do that. I'm going to put this under the heat press and cover it. You see how it's longer than my heat press, because that's 24 inches and my heat press is 16 by 19. I'm going to put my Teflon sheet on it. And the Teflon sheet also helps to prevent yellowing on a white material. And if you don't have a Teflon sheet, you can use 2 or 3 sheets of butcher paper to put over your material to reduce the chances of yellowing. So I'm just going to get the moisture out of this and press it down. That way I can see what I probably got to adjust this. Yeah, that's too tight. Give it a good 10 or so seconds since it's kind of thick. And I'm just trying to flatten it real good too before I put that image on. Okay, I'm giving it 20 seconds. To get it good and flat. And what I want to do, this is the edge where I sewed. So I definitely want to turn this around so this can be the bottom of my neck cover where I put the image. I showed you the image, and I'm just going to put it on here evenly where I have even edges on the side. Because when I get through with this doesn't matter. I mean, you can color it as far as you want to, but this will be in the back of your head. So I'm just going to put it on here and do it as even as I can. I can measure, but I'm not going to go through all that right now. It looks good to me. And place a piece of tape on each end so that it doesn't lift or ghost while it's lifting. That's pretty good. But then I don't have to cover this paper with anything because it's blanks by tip of paper, so it doesn't bleed through. But because I have the white microfiber, I'm going to put my Teflon on it and give it 60 seconds. It has reached 396, which is good enough. I'm trying to get it to 400, but that's not even necessary. Give it 60 seconds. Okay, it's a little warm. Let's see how we did. And I usually go up under when using microfiber because the tape also lifts the fibers up. So I just run my finger underneath and run it that way like so. And then the other side I'll go the opposite way, get my finger underneath the image and pull the tape away. Nope. Yes. Like this. that turned out beautiful. Beautiful. Pretty. So while I have this on, this heat press on, I'm going to also put my branding on here, put the name of my company on here. Let me take these little pins out. I'm just going to pull it to the edge because I don't, well, actually I'll do it this way. I don't necessarily have to put the whole thing back under the heat press. I'm just going to do this little edge and put Tracy Sweet Touch. Let's see, which way is Tracy? That's Touch right here. I am not even going to put tape on here. I'm just going to use my little piece of cardboard, put it over the top of it, pull my material to the very edge, and let it rip. But you know what? Wait a minute, because although I didn't put butcher paper on, I see that it some of the ink got on this. So I don't want to use that right now. I can wash that out or use alcohol to get that off. So let me put this right back on the edge. Just going to pull it down. And give that 60 seconds maybe. I don't have to give it that long. I'll give it maybe 30 seconds because we're at, what are we at? 395. Just a little bit of time to get Tracy Sweet Touch on the white edge of the face cover, neck cover, ear cover. I don't know what to call this yet. Okay, we're coming up on 45 seconds and that should be good. And there you have it. Okay, I'm going to go back down to the sewing machine and go from there. Turn that off. And then, like I said, you can take these, if you get, on your Teflon, if you get ink, what do you call that, when it spreads out, you can spray this with 91% alcohol, wipe it off to use again, but if I get too much of this on there, then I put it in hot soapy water and wash it off and let it air dry. Just a little tip. Oh, and I want to show you all that ink that came out. Did pretty good. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I need something to hold this onto your head and to give enough room to where it can go all the way around. So I'm using a shoestring, and I got these. There's a pack, I don't know how many, I forget how many come in the pack, and it's 24 inches. 24 inches. And I'm just going to split it in half. Cut it. And then take a lighter and singe the edges so that they don't fray. Like that. Move all this out the way. Then I'll take one and just fold it over about 1/2 inch. About 1/2 inch. And open up an end and stick it inside at the top. At the very top. And make sure it's pushed all the way in where that 1/2 inch is. I'm just going to put a little pin in there so that it doesn't move for right now, so I can do the other side. So do the same thing. Take this other half of the shoestring, and you can use paracord, you can use ribbon, you can use whatever you like. I just found it real convenient to use this shoestring, and the end is tied off, you know, melted off. And let me fold that a 1/2 inch in. Open up this little corner here and stick that 1/2 inch in there and pin it. I'm going to take the pin out of here. Pin it to hold it for right now. Okay, let me move the sewing machine in closer. And I'm going to turn it on to zigzag. Move my knob to zigzag. Get it up under there, take the pin out, put the needle down in there. Foot pedal adjusted and let her rip. So I'm just going to zigzag down a little past a 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to backstitch all the way back to the edge. Let that needle rest up in the top corner of your material. Turn it around so that the edge is facing, the edge of the two materials is facing outwards. I'm going to keep it on zigzag and sew all the way down the edge of this material. Let me backstitch. And it's a little thick, so you might have to kind of pull your material, or when the needle's raised up, raise up your lever and push it back a little bit. Once it gets past the shoestring, it should flow easier because it's not so thick. There we go. I'm just going to take that all the way down to the end on the edge of the material with a zigzag stitch. That last pin out and keep it moving. Go all the way down to the end and backstitch. Take that out, cut your string, and do the same on the other side. All your strings off. Now let's go to this other side. I'm going to put it in this way. Line it up. I want to put a couple more pins down the edge so that my ends are meeting and even. There we go. Okay, line it up to the edge and take your pin out and zigzag down to the end of the material. Backstitch, then go forward. going to backstitch and get that needle up in the top corner of your material. Turn it around where the edge is facing to your right. Let your lever down and zigzag all the way down. And it's thick in this area because of the shoestring, so I'm trying to push and it's not pushing so well, so I'm going to lift my lever up and push it myself. There we go. Once you get past that shoestring or whatever you have in there, it flows a lot easier. Take that pin out and stitch it together with the zigzag all the way down. Take that last pin out. And go all the way to the end and then backstitch. Take it out, cut your threads. Up at the top as well. Should be another one. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Okay. So there you have it, where you can tie these together behind your head. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I have Velcro. Is that what this is called? Velcro. And I'm just going to cut. Now you can glue this if you want to. I'm going to sew mine. I don't know how it would hold up on this material with glue. So I'm going to cut about an inch, a little over an inch. 2 pieces of this, because you're going to need one for each side, and then 2 pieces of the other side of the Velcro. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is take these apart. Now on one side, I guess it doesn't matter, I'm going to put the smooth side down here in this corner, close to the edge, and sew it. I guess I'll put 1 pin in there to hold it, maybe. Ooh, ouch. I'm going to take it off zigzag and put it on a wide stitch, which is stitch number 10 for me, is the widest. Just sew across the top. Sew, back stitch, and keep going. You get to the end, turn your material, lift your lever, turn your material, take your pin out, and come on down to the end. Get to that end, lift it up, turn your material, just take it in a square. Put that last stitch in and turn it. Why did I cut 2 pieces? I cut 4 pieces. I only need 1. I'm only making 1 mask. 1 face cover. I can use that for the next one. I need to go down 1 more stitch. I didn't quite go to the edge of the Velcro. Give it another stitch. Now turn it around and come up and meet the last corner. When you get up there, I'm going to backstitch. Okay. Where's the other? I'll get all those strings later. So then you take your other side with the other piece, the connecting piece. Let me make sure I use the right one. Yep, that's it. So that's going to go on the inside. That's going to go on the inside of the neck cover. Put it on the edge at the bottom corner and repeat the process. I didn't use a pin. I don't need one. Stick your needle down. Let her rip. Back stitch. And continue around the Velcro in a square, rectangular shape. Last corner, turn it this way, and meet up in that corner and backstitch. Okay. And there you have it. So what you do is tie this in the back of your head. And this will Velcro together. This should cover your ears, nose, and neck. Okay, I'm going to show you how we have to do in Michigan. So here's my neck cover, face cover. I don't know what to call this yet. Face warmer. I don't know. So, got your mask on. Put this over your mask. Pull it up to the top and tie it. String is long enough to adjust if you have a large head or a small head. Tie that. And then reach around and get your Velcro on each end. Pull it to the back around your neck. And it covers your neck. Pull that down like so. Look like a foreigner, which is nothing wrong with that. And so there you have it. Keeps your ears warm, covers your mouth, your nose, mouth, neck. That's how we got to do it in Michigan, because it's cold. It's cold. It's in the 20s. And then you can see the back. Tell me how you like that idea. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you for all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, do so now. I got more up and coming. A lot of ideas up in these brains up here. And give me that thumbs up. Give me that thumbs up, please, and thank you. Leave comments. Let me know how you like this, what you would do different, if it was a good idea, what you would call it, actually. And we'll see you next time. Peace and love. Stay warm. I'm going to. I'm not going nowhere. But anyway, I love you guys. Until next time.